despite all that, and despite the attempt to use intimidatory language about ruin and scams amongst other things, despite that, we're not intimidated. We're not cowed, because it actually takes courage to fight for socialism, and that remains the case even when one of your own decides to turn against you and denounce you in a completely unjustified manner. And I'll make the pledge here and now on behalf of the SSP that we have still the vast majority of our party activists have remained loyal party members. That includes the vast majority of the branch activists. It includes the vast majority of the young members, of the older members, and of the trade union activists in the party. And I'm proud to say that hundreds of active trade unionists in this party have not fallen for the idea of a false dawn, but have remained loyal socialists in the one party that has fought for socialism in the last 8 years in Scotland. And we will continue to organise solidarity with workers in struggle. Even at the worst period of the crisis imposed upon us by a salacious celebrity sex scandal, even at its worst, on, for example, the 31st of July, we were on the picket lines of the tax workers in Scotland, on strike against de-skilled, dehumanised work practices aimed at cutting jobs and closing offices. In the last few days, I've discussed with representatives of the Thompson holiday workers in order to try and offer practical solidarity if they're prepared to fight against the closure of their call centre with the loss of 450 jobs. We remain the party of solidarity, but we're also socialist. And frankly, the other organisation being established tomorrow is going to face a choice. Is it going to try and compete with the Scottish Socialist Party, with the Scottish Socialist Party's Socialist Manifesto in their back pocket, stolen ruthlessly from us, trying to argue the same policies as us? Because if that's the case, it's the most grotesque spectacle you could ever imagine. The least justified course of action. Is that the route they're going to take? Or are they going to take the route of watering down the socialist principles to suit the biggest specific faction within it, who want something more akin to respect, which has such respect for workers' rights and workers' conditions that when George Galloway said, we can't have this clause about living on a skilled worker's wage, I can't exist on less than 150,000 a year, the SWP duly accepted and allowed him to have whatever he has. Comrades, to conclude, the Scottish Socialist Party has gone through the toughest, most horrible time in its history in the last couple of months. We've taken terrible hammer blows in recent months. But I'll remind you, although a hammer smashes glass, it also tempers steel. And we will come out of this more strengthened, more hardened in our determination to uphold our socialist and genuine principles, our integrity, our honesty, and as an open, democratic, socialist party, we will make gains and rebuild any lost ground. So comrades, celebrate our past 8 years. Celebrate the socialist idealism and the integrity that we've upheld through thick and thin, despite the threats and abuse. Celebrate the courage that is taken to resist these attacks as a party, especially when it comes from a fellow socialist, because we refuse to rewrite history. But then, face outwards, take a good bath in the class struggle, rebuild this party, and if we do that, the future is ours, provided we seize it. Thanks.